Hey, Instagram land. Here we are for another 20 at 2. 20 at 2, here we go. We are going to finish up some of our food signs. So the one we left off, hey everyone, welcome. We are going to get right into it. Our last sign that we learned was sweet and sugar. And real quick, if you are curious about other sessions that we've done in the past, I've been posting all of them on YouTube, so you can catch up. 20-minute lessons. We cover a bunch of words in each lesson, and it really just helps build the vocabulary if you do it along with me. But if you're curious about previous lessons, feel free to check out that YouTube. The link is in my bio. Sweet and sugar. We take the four fingers and we touch them to our lips. That's so sweet. That's sweet, or sugar. If something is cute, two fingers on the chin. Oh, that's so cute. Sweet. Sugar, cute. If something is sour or bitter, the corner of our mouth puckers. Very nice. To drink is just the motion of drinking. Drinking. I bet you guys can all remember that. If you're thirsty or parched, single finger down the throat. Oh, I'm thirsty, I'm parched. Ooh. If you're hungry, you take the C hand and you go down your throat. And this is kind of like desire or hungry, appetite. If you crave something, if you do it a lot, it means more like more desire. So you can be hungry or like have a lot of desire for something, and that could be passion, desire as well. We talked about wine yesterday, but to show someone is like drunk, you just kind of make a facial expression and tip the A hand to there. So someone has been drinking too much wine. Oh, very nice. Just the sign for eat. You just tap it a couple times on your mouth, and that could mean eat, consume, dine, food, meal. A lot of words with that one, like meal, eat, consume, which leads me to the different meal times. So if you are talking about breakfast, we're talking about a meal that's in the morning. And so this is a sign for morning. It's kind of the sun coming up. This is the sign for noon. The sun is like midday. And then the sign for evening, the hand just kind of comes down. So the sun is coming down. So you have morning, noon, and night. So if you want to talk about breakfast, lunch, and dinner, we talk about the meal that's in the morning, breakfast, very nice, breakfast. We have lunch, and dinner. These days, I feel like the meals are just all the time. Whenever you're hungry, you just go eat a meal. But it's good to have breakfast, try lunch, and show me what dinner is. Awesome. Very nice. We have to cook something. We just kind of cook it, fry it in a pan. Cook, that's also the sign for pancake. We learned the sign for kitchen earlier, and that was a K doing the same thing. So that's the specific sign for kitchen, if you want to talk about that room of your house. But this is cook, pancake. You know what goes really good with pancakes is syrup or molasses. And that was a sign we learned yesterday. Syrup or molasses, just kind of wiping that off your lip. Pancake. If you want to bake something, we just slide it into our Easy Bake oven under our left hand. Yep, that's the baker oven. And then to boil, you just kind of show the bubbles of the water under the pot. Yeah, boil, bake, cook. Show me cook. Show me breakfast. Lunch. Show me dinner. Come on, show me dinner. And what's for dinner? Maybe we'll have some beef or meat. Meat or beef. Awesome. Hello, everyone. All right, going on. We have, if something is delicious, you take the middle finger and you just pull it away from your mouth. That's delicious. If it's really good, delicious. Yum. A plate we just kind of show a plate in front of us, like the size of a plate. So big plate, salad plate, a cup, you just put it down on your hand, cup. Glass is just raising it up. So if you want a glass of wine, or if you'd rather have a cup of wine, glass comes up, cup comes down, and plate we just show with our hands. Oh, hi Julia, hi Vanessa. Those are my nieces. They are learning some ASL, and so are you. We just have a couple more of these food words, and then we're going to transition to some words that really unlocked a lot of communication power with me when I started communicating with some of my deaf friends. So I'm going to teach you a block of words in just a minute that really will change the game with your signing. We'll finish up with a couple kitchen food words. So we just did glass. The next one is fork. We just put like the prongs of the fork on our hand. And in context, you kind of get that that's a fork. Knife, you sharpen the knife. So you're sharpening the right hand on the left. And then spoon is the same sign for soup, which we learned yesterday, which is you just kind of make a bowl and you scoop it out. Spoon. So you have a fork, knife, spoon. All right, show me fork. Show me knife. And show me spoon. If you did it right, hit the little hearts and see the hearts go up. Napkin, you just wipe your mouth. Napkin. If you're talking about glass, china, dish, porcelain, you just point to your teeth. Glass, china, porcelain. So if you wanted a glass cup or a glass plate, awesome. Restaurant is taking the R and we put it on one side of our mouth and then the other. Restaurant. Very good. That's very similar to the sign for bachelor. Yep, bachelor, restaurant. We did the sign for twin. Twin, it's the T. And I found out that the sign for triplet was making a 3, 1, 2, 3, and going that way. So instead of the T for twins, triplets, I found out that sign, so I wanted to share that with you. And if you're in a restaurant and you get too much food and you want to take it home, box. And that's similar to the sign that we had for room. Room was just showing kind of the parameters of walls. But if you want a box, you just kind of show it here. So if you need a box. All right, so now we are going to transition to words that are action words. And this is what really help with communicating with a deaf person. If you can really learn these well, these action words, you basically, if you point to yourself, that's me or I. You point to someone else, that's you. And so you can really communicate with these. So like, for example, you could say like, I help you, or you help me. And with your facial expressions, you can communicate a question. So like, I help you, or I need help. You help me. So these action words are so easy to form sentences with. So if you can really learn these action words, you'll find that your communication will just skyrocket. So let's learn some of these. The first one is do. We make C hands and we go back and forth. So do, and that's just kind of suggests being busy with one thing or another. Like, oh, I'm over here, I'm busy doing this. So this is do, perform, action, deed, done, conduct. All of these are with that. So you just learned 6 words. Do, action, conduct, deed, done, perform. Attempt, effort, or try. Attempt, effort, try. You just kind of make a fist and you move it forward. Like, oh, we're going to attempt to do that. We're going to try to do that. To make, faction, or fix. Fists on top of each other and they squeeze back and forth. So this is kind of just suggesting kind of unscrewing something. So if you're going to Fix something, that's the sign. Oh, hi LB. It's wonderful to have you learning ASL with us. Oh, it's so nice to see everyone joining. So to make, fashion, or fix. I use this sign a lot, like, oh, let's make dinner. Do you remember this time for dinner? Make dinner. Very good. Nice, everyone. This is a sign that a lot of little kids know. All done, finished, all done. You can teach little kids when they're done eating, they go, all done. To move or put, we're gonna grab something and just move it to the other side. So we're gonna grab, yep. There you go. Is your sign still parachute man? Oh, this was the sign for parachute. I really like that. The sign for help. The sign for serve or service is just suggesting some serving back and forth. We want to serve each other. To share, you divide something on your hand and then kind of push it back and forth. So you get half, I get half. So to share something, we just go half and half. So if you're done, all done. If you want to move something, yep, we just grab it and move it. If you want to fix something or make something, fix, make. If you want to help, yeah, serve. Excellent. Volunteer. Volunteer is just kind of pulling your shirt, like, I'll do it. And this is actually the same sign for shirt. It's just context will decide what you mean. So if you want to volunteer to move your shirt, but yeah, so volunteer, share, and then to take care of or to like supervise, we're gonna 2 K hands on top of each other, and they just kind of go back and forth. And that's showing like eyes watching everywhere. So we're going to like supervise that. We'll take care of that. We'll make sure that the eyes are on that. Support, endorse, or uphold. Like, yes, we'll support you. We'll endorse you, which is a little different than the help, but similar. So if you want to help or you want to support or endorse. Volunteer, show me volunteer. Show me serve. Nice. Show me share. Yeah, share. You get some, I get some. We'll share that. Awesome. Our next word is establish or found it. And you just make a little circle and then you establish. Like, I'm going to set my fist here. And that's similar to the sign for engage, which was an E, circling and then landing on the ring finger. So engage, you're establishing a marriage or a potential marriage. Establish. Yes, established. If someone is ever praying and they say amen, you say amen. Yep, amen. Like, so shall it be. I'm in agreement. Yes. So to establish. To guide or lead, you just take the right hand and kind of pull the fingers of the left hand forward. So we're going to guide, lead, conduct. That kind of makes sense. Like, oh, I kind of like the way that feels. If you're going to prepare, plan, arrange something, there's an order to it. So our hands come, we're going to plan, we're going to get ready, arrange, order, prepare. Yeah. If we're going to show or demonstrate something, you just point to your hand and then you show it to someone. So I want to show that to you. I want to demonstrate that. Show, demonstrate. Very nice. If you want to check or examine, inspect, the eye comes down and you want to check or examine that. If you just notice something, like, oh, I noticed that, it just comes down and looks. So like you look and, oh yeah, I noticed that. But if you want to examine, it takes a little more work. To notice something, you can notice something quickly, but if you really want to inspect something, you have to inspect it. Very good. To line up. And this could be like a line, like I align my beliefs with you, or it could be physical, like people in a line, like let's line up. If you wanted to endorse a candidate, you would align your beliefs with their beliefs. So to endorse a candidate, I support that candidate. I'm going to take my beliefs and I'm going to align them with you. Rub is just the hands rubbing. Yeah, that's rub. Soap, we learned soap was just 2 fingers, just soap to rub. To dust, if you're going to clean, just kind of pretend like you have a feather duster in your hand and move down. Feather duster and move down. Awesome. If you want to leave, depart, withdraw, or retire, your hands are in the business and you just pull them out. So if I want to leave, I want to depart, nope. Retire, withdraw, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. I am all done. All done. Yeah, so to leave, like, oh, I've had fun at the party. My hands are in that party, and now, nope, I'm gonna leave. If you want to arrive, get, or to reach, the hand just comes together. Very nice. So to arrive, to continue, endure, persevere, you just push that thumb kind of strong arms together, and it's like, yep, we're going to get through this. We're going to continue. We're going to endure. We're going to persevere. Awesome. Those are great words to know. If you're waiting, the hands are just kind of bored. So you're like, oh, I'm waiting. It's pending. It hasn't happened yet. I'm just waiting here. Yeah. And so sometimes when we're waiting for stuff to happen, we really have to persevere. You have to persevere when you're waiting. Next sign is stay. So that thumb can kind of control the other one. So we're going to stay here. We're going to stay here. We're going to remain here. Relax. Just folding the hands. I'm relaxed. I'm unwinding. Rest. Again, these are great words just to make simple sentences. You can say, I relax, or I want to stay, or I want to leave. Like, I want to leave. So these are great signs just to create simple sentences. So I relax. I want to sit. Sit is 2 fingers. The sign for chair we learned yesterday, and it's a tapping. So we tap or sit down. Yeah. So sit. To stand, you just put hands on the other. Yep. We stand. That's similar to the sign for fork. Fork is a small tapping. Fork, knife, spoon. Knife is your sharpening. And spoon, you're getting that bowl. Yep. Fork, knife, and spoon. But just to stand, you just put it down once. So fork, stand. If you want it to stand a fork, stand a fork. Very good. To rise up, to get up, you show that the feet are not up, and then they come. So if you needed to get up, to arise, yep, it could be very dramatic. I arise. That's how I get out of bed every morning. Arise. You can also show rise if you're referring not to a person, just with your hands. So like if you wanted to raise a flag or have someone else get up, you can refer to it just like that. To walk, just the hands. Do, 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 do. If you want to run, this is a really cute sign. So you take the 2 L hands, and the right one grabs the left, and then they just wiggle. They wiggle forward. So this is a sign for like sprint, run. You could also show it just like running fast or walking fast with your feet. But I think that's kind of a cute sign to know. Run, sprint. If you're in a hurry, 2 fingers, and it just kind of shows like, oh, we got to get that done quick. We got to do that quick. If someone is going too quick and they're hurrying and they fall, we just show that they fall. So the legs are standing, they fall. To bring or fetch something, we just bring the hands to, yeah. If you want to tie a knot, tie a knot. Very good. You guys are doing great. If you want to accept something, we just kind of, oh yeah, I can accept that. And that can be a mood, a feeling, or an actual physical item as well. So the hands come down. So that's different than leaving the party. To lead the party, we just want to get our hands out of there. Get our hands out of there. But to accept something, yeah, I receive that. I accept that. If you want to reject something, the hand comes, and we want to get that far away from us. So if something was here and we didn't want it, we want to reject that. So that could be an idea, a person. You say, I reject that. So again, if you are interested in learning other words, I'm putting all of these on YouTube. So feel free, there's a link in my bio and you can catch up. This is the last lesson of the week. We're taking 20 minutes at 2 p.m. every Monday through Friday for the foreseeable future. To contribute, to give, this is a sign. We're holding something in our hands and then we give it. Hold and we give. Very nice. All right, and we have one more sign, and then we are done for the day. So one last sign, and this is to keep, or to receive something. So if you want to receive, if someone's giving you something, you grab it and then you bring it to you. So I really received that. So we grab and then we bring it to you. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have had a great week learning some ASL. Everything's on YouTube. The last 3 sessions, and this one will be uploaded in about an hour or so. What's my Venmo? What a wonderful question. My Venmo is just Dustin C. Dustin C. And there's my smiley face there. So I'm doing this just for fun, but if you wanted to send me smoothie money or a little money for lunch, that would be cool too. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye.